right now, look at the Wager Talk live odds screen. I'm seeing the Liberty taking money. 8.5s popping up on the board. There's a 9 out there. No, that just got bet down. It was a 9 out there momentarily, but it was an off-market number, and it's gone. 168.5, 169 the total for this. How do you break down the Liberty and the Fever?
Yeah, obviously, Steve mentioned the hype behind Caitlin Clark, and obviously she's huge for the W. But I think she still needs to make that transition to pro ball. I think you saw that game against the Sun in Game 1. I had the Sun and the under in that one, just expecting the team to have some early struggles. And obviously, the Sun are one of the best defensive teams in the league, right? And Caitlin Clark's inexperience and the target on her back, that kind of led her to turning the ball over 10 times in that game against the Sun. I didn't expect 10 turnovers, but I did expect her to struggle in that aspect. The Liberty, in my opinion, I think their defense is, obviously they're one of the better teams in the league. They're one of the more known teams in the league because of the players that they have. But defensively, I think they struggle to stop guards. And that kind of showed last season, especially in the playoffs. But I think Caitlin Clark's going to have a better and more efficient offensive game today. So that part, obviously scoring is not going to be an issue for her. She did score 20 points. She's not going to have an issue with that. But I think the Sun and the under in that game was the right play just because of how physical that team is. The Liberty's guards are not physical. I think Caitlin Clark, like I said, is going to have a great offensive game. I think that the Liberty this season is a better matchup for the Fever. The Liberty's defense with Sloot, she's a lot slower. She's a lot smaller. And some of the other players too. I think if they go and have someone like Laney or Thornton to guard her, that's going to open up stuff for the bigs that they have, Boston and Nalissa Smith. And I think a lot of people really expect Aaliyah Boston to have a big upside with Caitlin Clark coming into play. But I think Nalissa Smith has the bigger upside. She's able to spread the court, hit the 3-ball, and also score in the paint as well. So for me, I think Nalissa Smith is really the second player, not Aaliyah Boston. And in my opinion, I think Stewie, she couldn't get in rhythm in Game 1 against the Mystics, but I think she bounces back in a huge way here. I'm not expecting a big, 40-point game or whatever, but I think she'll have a better opportunity. She only put up 9 shots in Game 1. I think they're going to have to turn that around, give her more opportunity there. The second unit is a problem for me with the Liberty. Maureen Johannes is not there anymore. I think their defense on the second unit is even worse. So for me, Fever's energy tonight is going to be what puts them in position to cover and get this one to go over as well.